of Leykis 101.
Can you attend my class? It is for your own good.
I don't feel good. I feel nervous. I really feel nervous.
Oh, come on. Relax. Relax. Been to the cash machine?
Yeah.
Car clean?
Uh-huh.
Plenty of gas? Breath. How's your breath?
It's fine. It's Maltoids.
All right. Well, I think you're all set. So just go clean the pipes and let's go.
Huh?
Tell me you spanked the monkey before any big date. Oh, my God. He doesn't flog the dolphin before a big date. Are you crazy? That's like going out there with a loaded gun. Of course that's why you're nervous. After you've had sex with a girl and you're lying in bed with her, are you nervous?
No.
No. Because you ain't got the baby batter in the brain anymore. The most honest moment in a man's life are the few minutes after he's blown his load. Now that is a medical fact. And the reason for it is that you're no longer trying to get laid. You're thinking like a girl. And girls love that. I've been going out with a loaded gun.
It's Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money. And more importantly, it teaches women how men think. I am your professor, and we take this classroom to the air every week at this time. People call in, they got questions, complaints for the professor. A lot of people don't like the professor. A lot of people get upset because the professor is ruining it for people. We are ruining things with this class on the radio. Teaching guys how to get away with a date for only $40 or less. Teaching guys to be jerks. Teaching guys not to answer the telephone on the weekend. There are a lot of people getting upset at the professor, but you know what? I don't worry about it. I don't worry about it because I know that I'm right, for God's sake. And so if you have some questions for the professor about dating or relationships or how to avoid marriage, by the way, a little reminder. Remember, radio stations used to give you a little reminder that it was time to turn over because you're in the sun too long, you're going to get a sunburn. This is a little reminder for you guys out there, by the way, a little money-saving tip. If you're planning on kicking your girlfriend to the curb, this is a good time to do it because Valentine's Day is coming up next week. Why get yourself into that kind of expense, the pressure? Guys hate Valentine's Day. Yeah, really. What are you doing tuning in now? You should have been listening 3 hours ago. Hey, Craig, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Craig.
Hey, first-time caller, long-time listener.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
How you doing there?
Do you care, Craig?
Well, not necessarily, but
I didn't think so.
I'm a big fan of your show.
Thank you.
Well, look, my question is, I've been a long-time previewer, of your show, and I have this deal with this gal. I was courting her for about 4 months. All of a sudden, she comes up and says, I like you as a friend.
All right, let's stop right now. First of all, you said you were courting her?
Yes, I was.
How old are you?
I'm 40 years old.
And you're courting women?
What are you, Jethro from the Beverly Hillbillies? Who's courting women? What are you going to have, some raccoon pies? He's courting her.
Well, ma'am, I thought I'd stop by and pick you up and we get down to the malt shop. But what do you mean you're courting her?
Well, I was a nice guy,
Oh, no.
Well, you know what?
No.
This is Bobby Slaton. Let me help you out here, Tom. You're the kind of guy that deserves to be treated like a friend, okay? You're a nice guy. You know the old saying, nice guys finish last? There's a reason for that, okay? There's all these old Nazis in Paraguay that are 100 years old having a great time. You're too nice. There's a cross between being too nice, being whipped, and courting a woman, and being a Nazi. There's some nice middle ground there that you need to explore. Courting. And you know something? She's not your friend. You tell her you don't need a friend. You have friends. Dog is man's best friend. You know why dog's man's best friend? He come home with 2 days without calling. He still brings you the paper and licks your private parts. That's a friend.
Hey, Craig. Now, she said she likes you as your friend. Do you want a translation of that?
Well, I think I know what the translation is already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a licensed interpreter, okay, so I can tell you.
Okay.
When a woman says she likes you as a friend, that means, and listen carefully, I want you to get all of this, okay? That means she will never,
Never.
Ever.
Put out.
Wait, let me finish. Ever. Not ever have sex with you. Ever, under any circumstances, even if you're the last penis on earth, never.
And, Tom, you must add, and you still have to buy her stuff. Because I'm a woman. You still have to hold open doors and take her out. It's a no-win situation. It's like the entree on an airplane when you're sitting in coach. Which one do you want? They both suck. There's no answer here.
Well, I really did that, but it still is hard to take,
Well, the minute a woman says she likes you as a friend, that's the last time you're going to spend 5 cents on her. You understand that?
Well, I give gifts during Christmas, kind of thing. And
that's why you're getting your ass handed to you, Craig.
Yes, I have my ass handed to me. There's no doubt about that.
You don't want your ass handed to you. You want to get it cracked.
Well, that would have been much nicer. No doubt about that.
Yeah, be very nice. You're a nice guy. You need to get a little bit of an edge there, Craig.
Well, what can I do? Let me know.
Well, you need to get in touch with your inner a-hole, Craig. That's what you need to do. So you talk about finding your inner voice. You have to find your inner a-hole. You have to be a bit of a jerk. Do you have it in you, Craig?
Oh, to be a bit of a jerk, I think I do. I probably could do that.
Well, no, not probably could. Don't be a pussy. You're going to do it. You hear what I'm telling you? From now on, you're not buying any gifts for anybody. Stop. Stop with the gift buying.
Tom, I must say, I know I went against all your rules.
And what happened?
Did this.
Yeah, well, you went against all my rules for 4 months, and now she wants you as a friend. I think that tells you everything you need to know.
Spend some money on yourself, my brother. Go out, buy a nice bottle of Cabernet, rent yourself a porno movie, and watch how happy you can be, okay?
Okay, guys.
And snort a lot more, too.
Craig is a very nice guy.
He's a retard, and you know he's a retard, Tom. And you don't want to make fun of your listeners because they'll stop calling. But sometimes you just got to call the kettle black. You go, this guy's just an idiot.
1-800-5800-TOM. It's Leykis 101. Yes, here's Edwin on a car phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Bobby Slaton's here.
Hi, Tom. You guys have a great show.
Thank you.
You guys.
Okay, I went out with this girl last weekend.
Yes.
Spent $60 on her. And all I got at the end of the night was a kiss on the cheek.
Well, first of all, why did you spend $60?
Well, we went to the movies. Then after that, we went to Dave & Buster's, playing games.
What, you were playing games, and you spent $60 on a movie and games?
Yeah, it was pretty expensive. We spent a lot at the games. We were eating, of course, and drinking.
Whoa. What kind of games? What did you...
Well, Dave & Buster's...
What kind of games did you...
Just, video games.
Video games.
Basketball.
How old are you? Would you take it back to your apartment to show your Star Wars sheets? How old are you? Did you spend money on video games? And then what kind of drinks? Coke? Yeah, you want a woman with a sugar buzz. What you want to spend the money on is booze. What do you... Either you got to get drunk so you got the nerve to nail her, or she's got to get so drunk she can't identify you in a lineup. Somebody's got to be buzzed if you want to get laid. You understand how that works, my friend?
Yeah, you're right.
Of course I'm right. You're another idiot.
And never, ever spend $60 on a date. What, are you kidding me? The limit is $40.
$40, okay.
Now, having said that, look, we always say on this program, we got the 3 strikes you're out rule, okay? If she doesn't put out in 3 dates, you kick her to the curb. Bottom line, okay? But after one date, that's cool that she kissed you, okay? But if she kissed you after the 3rd date, that's the final date. Do you understand?
Okay, see, the thing that threw me off was 2 days before, we were on the phone talking for about an hour about, just sex, how she likes it, and her position. So I was like, okay, well, she's really interested
you're taking
in me.
her to Dave & Buster's. What are you doing if she's talking about sex? You take her to a bar, you buy her some booze, you hang out and start feeling her up at the bar stool, and then you work your way to the parking lot. What are you doing? Dave & Buster's.
After the movie, she said, "Oh, Dave & Buster's is down the street. Let's go there."
You're not going to movies. You're gonna meet her at a bar. You want to introduce alcohol into the mix. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I met her at a bar the first time initially.
There. She likes to drink. You're already halfway home.
Yeah.
Yeah. She likes to drink, and she was on the phone with you, telling what sexual position she likes. I mean, come on. Finish the sentence for me. You got to be kidding.
Right.
So you take her out to movies and video games? What are you doing?
Yeah, well, that's what she wanted to do, and I was just going along with her. But
Edwin, who's the boss? Who's
I'm
your
the boss.
daddy? Come on. Wake up.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, you have a good point.
All right, he sounds like another nice guy.
That's what I like about radio. It's nice to know there's so many guys out there that have less of a clue than I have. Isn't that nice? Just when you think you don't have any, you don't know what you're doing. There's so many idiots out there. It's just wonderful to see.
We're here with Bobby Slaton. It's Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money.
Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
1-800-5800-TOM. It's the U.S. Comedy Arts Festival. And this is Leykis 101. Bobby Slaton had to bail because his voice is killing him. Bobby needs to save it for his big performance tonight. But we're still here, and we continue with your calls at 1-800-5800-TOM. Al, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Al.
The professor. All right. Look, I'm at work, and I tell this guy, I'm a Tom Leykis fan and all that.
Yeah.
And I tell him about prenup agreements. I said, I'd never get married without one. Okay? And he tells me they don't hold up in court that often. Is that true?
Well, put it this way. It depends on how you do it. I mean, there are no guarantees. Anybody can go to court and sue over anything, but there are certain things you can do to make it more likely that it'll hold up. Which are, for example, never have a woman sign a prenup under duress, which means never talk about the prenuptial agreement when you're in a situation where you already got a wedding date or a reception hall booked or anything like that. It can never seem like you put a gun to somebody's head. You can't come to somebody the night before the wedding and say, here, sign this. You can't do it. All right? Make sure she has an attorney. You've already got a date, haven't you?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
All right.
No.
Make sure that
hypothetical.
All right. Make sure that you have an attorney and make sure that she has an attorney, a good attorney, both of you, so that she can put into the agreement that she had an attorney and she looked at it and she's of sound mind and she signed it anyway.
And how long that would last for?
Well, last for as long as you want to make it last. But again, you have to make sure. You have to make sure that you do it fairly, that you're not just going to... what a lot of people do? It's the night before the wedding, and the prospective husband walks up to the prospective wife and says, oh, honey, I'm so excited we're getting married. By the way, sign this. And those are the ones that don't stand up.
No, I wouldn't think that they would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that they would.
All right, Al?
I'll tell you this. I would never get married without it.
I understand,
I work too hard for my money.
I understand. That's right. Well, you want to give it away for it.
Hey, like I always say, I bust my ass, I got a crack to prove it. I want to keep that crack.
There you go. Very good, Al. I'm proud of you.
Okay, man.
Thank you. Al's got a crack in his ass, and I don't think it's the crack we usually talk about.
Spin. It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Oh, God.
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis.
Thank you for tuning into the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No, I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. It's Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money. And more importantly, more dangerously, it teaches women how men think. A lot of women don't want to know how men think. I've had women tell me, if that's how men think, I'm going to become a lesbian. And the real truth is, look, if you learn how men think, if you learn what men want for real, and not when they're lying to you and saying you don't look fat in that dress, because believe me, as I always say, if you have to ask if you look fat in that dress, you know you do. I'm not married to you, so I can tell you the truth. Your husband's going to lie to you, but me, I'm telling you the truth. All right? You know those questions. Or do I look fat? Or am I beautiful? I mean, come on. What? There is no choice. That's putting a gun to a person's head. Of course a man is going to say, oh, yes, honey, of course you're beautiful. How about when you ask a guy, what women do you find attractive? Ever do that one? What women do you find attractive? Well, think about that for a second, guys. Would you ever answer that question? You ever answer that question? You know, you say to your girlfriend or your wife, you say, well, let me think about it. Well, I don't know, Cindy Crawford. Oh, Cindy Crawford. So that's what you like, that little slut. That's what you like. You can't answer that question. Doesn't matter what name you give, you're going to get the same response. Oh, yeah? You like Jennifer Lopez? Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, so the thing is, you guys are going to lie. Wouldn't you rather know, if you're a woman listening to this show, wouldn't you rather know what guys really think? What they say when you leave the room? What they say when they're at a bar or in a locker room somewhere? Because that's what we talk about on this show. So it gives you this unique opportunity to get inside the locker room or to get inside the bar, get inside the sports bar, whatever, and to find out how men think. Because if you know how men think, ladies, you can work it. You can work. Instead of being disgusted, instead of being angry at me, instead of calling me a misogynist, why don't you work it? Learn how to work it. I am your professor, and I am here to answer your questions about men and women and relationships and dating and marriage and avoiding marriage at all costs and kicking her to the curb before Valentine's Day to save a couple $100. You could make up with her on the 17th or so. That'll be okay, but come on. If you're going to break up with her, you know what you do? Start a fight with her. Make it look like she started the fight. Fight with her. Then let her say, fine, I've had it, I'm out of here. And then call up and apologize next week sometime. Wednesday, Thursday, sometime safely after February 14th. And then you guys will be together and you'll be happy. I'd say you're good to go till about Thanksgiving. That's the next time you're going to break up with her. That's about the time she wants you to come home, meet the family. You don't want to do that. The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM, all right? Chad, you're on Leykis 101. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chad.
How's it hanging?
Hanging right today, Chad.
Cool. Well, I've been involved with this girl for 4 years, and recently, about 3 or 4 months ago, she had my baby.
Why did she do that?
I would like to get married, but she keeps saying that, she doesn't want a serious commitment or a marriage right now.
Why did you have a baby with her?
When?
Why?
It was an accident.
An accident?
Yes.
Were you using birth control?
No, we weren't.
Why not? That's not an accident. That's intentional.
She actually...
Let me ask you a question. If you put a gun to your head, it's got bullets in it, and you blow your brains out, is that an accident?
I don't think so.
All right. You think this is an accident?
Or let's just put it that way.
You were planning for it, so you wanted to have a kid.
Actually, she wanted a kid more than I did.
But wait, Chad, hang on there a second, okay? I think I'm starting to see the problem here, all right? Chad, listen to me, okay? She wanted to have the kid more than you did. You have a voice in this. Why didn't you say no?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Why didn't you say no?
I don't know.
Are you afraid that no other woman will ever talk to you again or have sex with you again?
I guess I was pretty much pussy whipped.
Yeah, you are pussy whipped. You're exactly right. That's exactly what you are.
Because,
why do you want to marry a chick who's got you pussy whipped?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You don't know.
And what do you think about her wanting her space? She's 20 years old.
She wants her space. Do you know what that means?
It means that she wants, space to go out with other guys.
Yeah, that's exactly what she wants, Chad. Did she tell you that?
She said that's not true. She said that she wants her space to figure out her own life.
Right, which means she wants to figure out how she's going to tell you she doesn't want to go out with you anymore.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
And her mom has a big key in this, too. I mean, she keeps telling her, you sure this is what you want? You want to get married and all this kind of stuff. And she keeps sending me mixed signals. She has sex with me one day, and then she gives me a blow the next, and then she's, like, ignoring me one time, and then the next day she's not. She's, like, talking to me.
Chad, you do not want to marry this woman.
Okay.
Period.
Gotcha.
How old is the kid?
He's 3 months old. He'll be 4 months on the 18th of March.
Right. Right. I mean, it just sounds to me like you're pussy whipped by any woman that comes along.
I mean, that could be the case, but you know, I have feelings for this girl.
No,
and
Chad, she's wearing the pants in the family.
That's true. I have to agree on that.
Why do you want a relationship like that?
I don't.
Do you think that a woman finds a guy who's a pussy to be attractive?
No.
You're a pussy. You're a pussy. You're a complete pussy.
Yeah, because
you're like the pussy of the week on this show. I mean, you are a pussy.
But, my friend's what got me into your show and got me to realize, that's one of the reasons why I called. He said, he suggested that I listen to your show.
Because your friend knew what I would say to you.
Yeah, he did know.
And he knows that this is what you need to hear.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Right. Well, I'm telling you what you need to hear, Chad. You're a pussy. You do not want to marry her. Period.
I don't.
No. I'd say end that today.
End it today.
Today.
So how do you end something that you're going to have? You're always going to have some type of contact with her. Matter of fact, she's taking me to court on the 16th of this month for child support visitation.
And she's taking you to court. So let me understand this. This is a chick who has you pussy whipped, and she's taking you to court, and you love her. You're in love. You're in love.
I'm confused.
I think you're real, Chad. Yes. A, pay your child support once she takes you to court. B, don't ever talk to this bitch again. You got me?
Gotcha.
Ever.
Gotcha.
You want to have your visitation, you'll do business, and that's as much conversating as you're going to be doing.
Like I said, she's 20 years old. She's living at home with her mother, and her mother's going to court with her. Her mother's telling her what to do.
And you want to marry that, do you?
You know what? Honestly, I don't. I'm thinking.
Then don't let her bully you into anything.
The Tom Leykis Show.
97.1, the FM talk station.
The
Show.
From Aspen, Colorado. We're at the U.S. Comedy Arts Festival. It's Leykis 101, 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Tony, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what up, Tom?
Not much, Tony.
How you doing?
Do you care?
Very much.
I'm doing great.
All right, great. I have a question for you, Tony.
No, you're Tony.
Yeah, I'm Tony. I'm sorry. What's up, Leykis? Listen, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been living with my girlfriend for about 3 years now, living girlfriend, and it's been a situation where sex has been a real issue with us. It's been a thing where it's pretty much sex on her terms whenever she wants, and it's pretty much her say. And I talked about that. She really wants to get married, and I really don't know if I want to marry someone that would withhold sex, but she said it'd change if we were to get married, so I wanted to see what you thought of it.
Nope, she's trying to trap you into marriage. She is a manipulating person, and I don't believe in having a relationship with anybody who's going to be calling the shots in bed. All right, tonight I'm in the mood. Tomorrow night I'm not in the mood. Oh, no. She is using sex as a bargaining tool to get what she wants, which is marriage. So you're not going to put up with that.
I see. So that's a bad idea all around, huh?
You're going to, yeah. In fact, Tony, I tell you what, I'd tell her to pack up and get out.
Okay, I was I didn't know what to think about that situation.
Why in the world would you want to be with somebody who tells you, well, tonight you can have sex, tomorrow night you can't have sex? Why would you want to be with a person like that? Like she's doing you a favor. Someone who's doing you a favor by having sex with you is not someone you want to be with. Because I guarantee you, if she's doing it for you as a favor when she's the girlfriend, when she's the wife, you're never going to have sex again, except when it's time to procreate, period.
Oh, my God, yeah. I was really confused about that, and it does feel like she's kind of doing me a favor.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Don't you want to be with someone who wants to have sex with you? You'd be doing them a favor, too?
Yeah, that'd be good.
I never want to be with a woman who is doing me a favor by having sex with me. Ever.
Oh, jeez. All right, Tom. I just want to get your input on that.
You going to be packing her bags tonight, Tony?
Oh, I have to say, I really have to think about it. One of those things
What's
where...
left to think about?
Dump that bitch.
Well, I'm very involved with the girl. This is pretty much our only problem, which is really my problem.
It is one of the biggest problems you can possibly have in a relationship. And write this down, Tony. If she's controlling what's going on in the bedroom, she's going to control what goes on in every aspect of your life before it's all over. Every aspect, Tony. You hear what I'm telling you?
I hear you.
You do not want to be with someone who's going to do that. I mean, you know what's going to happen? You're going to be in a relationship like the marriage. I have a friend who was married, whose sex life had deteriorated so much. This woman, the wife, said, "I want Venetian blinds." And he was so frustrated, he said, "Well, I'll give you Venetian blinds if you'll give me a BJ." And guess what? She did. And so it gets down to that. Do you want to have a marriage or a relationship like that?
No, I guess I don't.
That's what you got, Tony.
Guess I don't. I guess something like that, a person like that wouldn't change anyhow.
No, she'll change all right. It's going to get a lot worse once you get married.
Wow.
I guarantee you, Tony, once you get married, here's what she's going to say. I've heard this one, by the way, personally. That's why I know. Once you are with her, married, she's going to say to you, "You know, I never really did like sex all that much." But she's not going to tell you that now.
Yeah, you're right. She just put the hook up there, huh?
Nope.
Up to me if I take it or not. All right. I see. I figured you'd say something like that.
All right, Tony. So really, you got to pack those bags.
Yeah, it looks like I have to.
All right, Tony.
Yeah, that's pretty important to me, I would say.
All right. Well, Tony, then you got to do it.
Okay. Sounds good, Tom.
What's that, Tony?
Thanks a lot, Tom.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. It's Leykis 101. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Kelly on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Do you care, Kelly?
Of course I care. You're such a wonderful teacher.
Well, thank you so much.
Hey, I was at your GameWorks party at Great Lakes Crossing.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
It was so much fun.
Did I sign your rack?
Oh, no, my boyfriend wouldn't let me go up, but you might remember me. I was wearing a rubber dress.
Oh, how could I forget? The whole crew remembers.
Hey, I was hearing you tell that guy that you can't reject your friends and all that when you get into a relationship.
Yes.
I totally agree with you there, but you know what? Me and my boyfriend have been going out for like 2.5 years, and all my boyfriend's friends, I took them a little bit to warm up to me, but now they think I'm a really cool chick because I can hang with the guys like that, you know? When they go up to the strip clubs, I'm always invited because they call me a chick magnet.
Oh. Have you ever had a lap dance, Kelly?
Oh, yeah, several times.
Really?
It was funny. Not only were both me and the girl getting tips, but we were getting propositioned $1, $2, $3, $5,000.
Really?
Just because I was getting a lap dance from this chick.
Ever make out with a woman, Kelly?
Oh, I don't know if that's appropriate to get into on the radio.
Oh, Kelly, come on.
But I'll tell you, yes, I have.
I know you have. I can tell.
I've gone a little bit farther than that even, probably.
How far have you gone, Kelly?
Well, like I said, I don't know, appropriate subject matter for national radio.
I'll be the judge of that, Kelly. You've gotten it on with a chick, haven't you?
I've gotten it on with several.
At one time?
No, never that, no.
Oh, really? So there you are at the strip club. No wonder everyone thinks you're a cool chick. You're bisexual, you go to the strip clubs, the guys love you.
But I'll tell you what, man, if he needs, time to hang with his crew, I'm cool with that. Go. I mean, he's gone right now. He's at his buddy's house watching wrestling.
Next time he's watching wrestling. Next time he's out, maybe I can go sign your rank next time I'm in Detroit, for God's sake.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. The Tom Leykis Show on 97.1, the Valley's FM talk station.
At 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Leykis 101. Let's say hello here to... Oh, my God, don't tell me. Vic, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
Pretty good, Vic.
All right. Well, kind of similar to the fellow you just talked to. Anyhow, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
She, we've lived together for a couple months now, and sex life, beautiful. Was beautiful.
Yeah.
She's 7 months pregnant, and all of a sudden it just stops. Nothing happening.
Why? Now, wait. Why is your girlfriend 7 months pregnant, Vic?
Okay, well, we were... Everything was always the same. Protection, the whole thing. We decided not to use it one time, boom.
Why did you decide to do that? She wanted to have a baby. That's why she decided to do that. Oh, don't use that slimy thing. I want to feel you. I want to feel you. I want to feel your ATM card. I want to feel your wallet. Vic, I want to feel your bank account, Vic. That's what she was saying.
I know. Well, I get, I don't want to...
You weren't listening back then, I hope.
But anyhow,
You are a new listener, I hope, Vic.
Oh, no, I'm not.
So you were listening back then.
I love you. Dude, I love you, Todd. I've been listening to you for a couple years now, and I'll tell you what, I had to call. I had to call you because you're the perfect guy I got to talk to.
Because I told you the right thing to do, didn't I?
You did.
And you didn't do it, did you?
And I did not do it.
I hope all the guys out there remember, anytime a woman says, "Oh, come on, honey, don't use a rubber. I want to feel you." Yeah, you are in trouble if you do it. She wants your money. Got it? You're laughing now.
Yeah.
All right. So she's 7 months pregnant. She manipulated you into this, and now she's manipulating you in another way. No sex.
Well, the sex thing. It used to be the best thing in the world, but now it's like not there. And
because she got what she wanted.
Now she's promising that if we get married, once the baby's born, everything's going to be perfect.
Oh, so no. So now she's going to use that. Yeah, she's going to use that. She's going to use that as a way to get you married, and she's going to sucker you again.
Yeah.
You are not going to marry her. You're not.
I got to hear this from you.
Vic, no.
You're the only guy that'll soak sense into my brain.
She is a manipulating bitch. Do you hear me?
I hear you loud.
She is. Yeah, I mean, well, there'll be sex once we get married, honey, and I have the baby. It'll all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you'll be married. It'll be. Oh, come on. We don't need a rubber. I'm on the pill. Please.
Yeah. Well, from all my friends have told me when their girlfriends were pregnant, the chick was hornier when she was pregnant. Mine, she's not even.
And all your friends' girlfriends got pregnant too, huh, Vic?
Well, not all of them, but
a lot of them.
The majority of them are, younger than me, married already, and they hate it.
Vic, aren't you going to want to just put a gun to your head if you do that? Tell the truth, Vic.
So.
Aren't you going to want to put a gun to your head?
No, I'm not.
If you get married, you will.
Yeah.
So, Vic, she already nailed you. You're going to be paying child support for 18 years, so just get ready for that. But don't give her another penny more than you have to. Dump that bitch. Got it?
I hear you.
Dump her.
I hear you.
As soon as possible.
Everything you're telling me, I thought, but I just had to hear it straight from you.
I'm telling you.
I can never get through this line, but finally I got through, and I just... Makes me feel a lot better to hear now.
Yeah.
To know.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So you knew what I was going to say. I said it. Now do it.
All right.
All right?
I will do.
Good luck, Vic.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
What's that?
Please blow me up.
I've always wanted. You deserve that.